So today's video is sponsored by Wiggins hair. I'm going to take out everything that I got, which was some lashes, a scarf, a head wrap, and it's pink, my favorite color. And then this is the box that the wig came in. So I got some wig caps, elastic band, and then the wig. It is HD lace, 28 inches, so I'm very excited about this. So this is what it's looking like, the hairline, the inside of the wig, and the curls or the waves. So here I'm just doing my braiding. My head is halfway done. I'm just doing straight back cornrows, so nothing fancy. I don't always braid my hair before this install. I wanted it to be flawless and just lay really well, so I am braiding my hair. Normally I'll do like 2 little pigtails and call it a day, but like I said, I really wanted this to come out the best as possible. So here I'm just braiding my hair, just going back. The parts are not that straight, but as long as my hair is flat, that's all that matters. I don't really know how to do like a braiding tutorial. All I can tell you is your sense of touch using your hands is what's going to help you. I just use my hands to guide me because I don't have eyes in the back of my head, of course. And this is when I'm all done. Look at that growth. My hair is actually down my back, by the way. But I'm going to start the bleaching process. I'm using BW2 bleaching powder and my little mixing bowl. So it comes with this little cup that you can use. I'm going to do 2 cupfuls of this and put it into my mixing bowl. And this is Carol Pure White Developer, and I'm using the number 40. For a beginner, I would recommend like 20, maybe 30, but I use 40, and I just start with a small amount. Just start with a small amount and add as you go, because you don't want to apply too much, then the mix will be too runny. So we don't want it like too thick, but we also don't want it too runny because it will leak through the lace and get onto the hair, and we don't want over bleached knots. We just want to bleach the knots. So that's what my mixture looks like. It's nice and thick, and I just start applying it to the hairline first and then cover the rest of the lace next.
Damn, Zeus, you too cold, bruh. What you doing?
So once I'm done applying the bleach, I like to take this little foil wrap and just stick it inside of the wig. Just because you see the lace is falling in, I want it to stay up like that and also just help process the bleach quicker. But I don't want the lace falling in because then the bleach can get onto the hair, and I only want the bleach to stay on the knots. So this is after rinsing the bleach out. I let it sit for about 25 minutes and then I rinse it out using cold water and shampoo. And here I'm going to start plucking. So I just have it on my styrofoam mannequin head. These are like 99 cents at your beauty supply store. So if you're on a budget, these are great for wigs. So my plucking technique is, but basically I just start plucking away at the hairline, and I'm just going back and forth, making sure not to pluck in the same area. So I'm just going up and down as I pluck, and you can see that the hairline is thinning out. It's a basic technique, and I also pluck right after I wash the hair because I like to pluck while the hair is wet because you can see the hairline better, and I also feel like it plucks better when the hair is wet. So this is the progress that I made so far, and as you can see, I did spray some water on the hairline. I'm doing just a little bit more plucking, so you don't want to just pluck at the hairline. You also want to pluck behind the hairline because you don't want to pull too much out of the front, but also thin out behind the hairline as well. And here I'm plucking the top of the wig, and I'm just doing the same technique back and forth, pulling away at the hairline and then behind the hairline as well. So I am done plucking, and this is how I like my hairline to look. You don't want to pluck too much because The hair will start to thin out over time, so you want your lace to last as long as possible. So the less plucking, the better. And this is after the knots have been bleached and the plucking is done, just so you can see it on my head. So I rave about this product in all my hair videos. This is the High Beams Intense Temporary Hair Dye Spray in the color brown. So it's basically like a lace tint, but it's just hair dye. But it just sprays out, and I just spray it right onto the lace. It's really affordable. You can find it at your beauty supply store more than likely, because that's where I got mine. And then I just like to use a brush to blend it out evenly. But like I said, I like this product for, you know, if you're a chocolate girl like me, it'll probably work for you as well. I have people have bought it because of me and said that they liked it. And this is what the tint looks like on my head. So I'm starting off with one wig cap, and the first one is just to hold my braids in the back. And then the second one is so that I can do the bald cap method. So if you know you do the bald cap method, you're gonna cut it off. So when I cut it, it will no longer support my braids in the back. So that's why I have the second cap. It's basically just to protect my braids and my hair underneath. And then the cap is just to protect my edges. And I'm using the even lace glue to do the ball cap method. You can use hairspray or gel, but I'm just using glue, and I only do that one small layer, and that's enough for the cap to stay in place. And then once that's dry, I can cut off the front of that cap, and I'll show you in the back. You can see where the cap is just dangling, and that's why I have that second cap underneath. As you can see it's just hanging there. So it wouldn't have held my braids in place, which I need them to stay in place and lay flat. So for the actual install, I'm using the Bold Hold lace glue. It's my favorite lace glue. I'm just starting with one layer, and this one layer was really like 2 layers because a lot of glue came out. So I just blend that out going down my forehead. So I apply the glue on the cap first and then just blend it down. So when I take this wig off, most of the glue will be on the cap and not much really on my forehead, which will make the removal really easy and simple. So yeah, I'm just applying the glue from ear to ear. I only did about 2 layers. And once those have dried clear, as you can see here, I can lay the lace down on top of the glue, and I just stick it right up there. It's very simple and easy. Once you've done it a couple of times, you get the hang of it. And I like to use this comb to really press the lace into the glue. As you can see I'm doing here, I'm just making sure that it sticks. So I normally do this step before I glue it down, but I forgot, so I had to cut off that extra lace that's going over my ear so that it doesn't lift on the sides. So just cut the lace to fit your forehead from ear to ear, basically. And look at this hair, it looks so good. Okay, back to the video. So I'm using the even wax stick, and I also like to do this before I install, but I forgot, so I'm doing it here. And I'm using my hot comb just to press the edges out. So I like to do this before it's on my head, because if you know anything about a hot comb, it's hot and I don't want to burn myself. But this step is very important with laying the lace. It just really brings it together. And of course, I'm doing a middle part with this long 28 inches. So again, I'm using the wax stick and my hot comb just to get it really nice and flat and sleek at the top. So I'm going to tie the lace down so that the glue can finish drying, and just make sure everything is nice and secure using this really cute pink head wrap that came with the wig. So as far as styling goes, I'm only using 2 things. One is just water, so I'm just taking my spray bottle and I'm just getting the hair wet. I'm not soaking this hair, I'm just getting it like damp, basically. And then the second thing that I'm going to use is this Wet and Wavy frizz-free curl mousse. curl and wave mousse. So because there is so much hair, I did not want to use the whole bottle on this hair. So that's why I used the water to get it wet, and then I used the mousse just to add some shine to the curls, because when it dries, the hair just looks so moisturized and so shiny, and it's so soft. It doesn't dry hard. So I really like this product for curly or wavy hair, and I'm just applying this all throughout this wig. So I can finally cut this lace off, so that's all that I'm doing. And as you see, I'm just taking my time to cut it. You don't want to cut it just going straight across, because that'll make the line of the lace more obvious. When you cut like this, it gives it a more zigzag appearance, and it makes it less detectable, less noticeable, and that's what we want. We want to give scalp. So I know everyone is not a fan of baby hairs, but I'm doing my baby hairs because I just feel like I need them. And also, the way that I do them is basically just like my hairline, so it just appears more natural, because this is how I wear my baby hairs when I wear my natural hair. So I just do the temples. So I just like to pull some hair out on the sides. So that's all I'm doing. Just making sure I have like the same amount of hair and that they look even, because we want it to look symmetrical. And then I'm just cutting them, and I just cut in the direction that they will be laid. I'm just using Eco Styling Gel to lay them. I did want to use the mousse to try and lay them, but it didn't say that it was alcohol free, and when you're dealing with lace glue, you don't want to use any products that have alcohol in it, because that will start lifting your lace, because the glue will react to it and start lifting. So as you can see, my baby hairs are really simple and not overdone, just, you know, a little cute something. And I also just like to do the sideburns, so I'm going to do the same thing, pull some hair out, cut it, and then lay it. But I love Wiggins hair. I love their lace, so I was really excited to do another video with them. And all the details and links will be listed down below, so make sure you check it out. Like, comment, and sub if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Of the crib, I can never tell a shit, it is what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn my back on every G, God forbid. Heard you got the paddock on my wrist, doing front flips, giving you my number, but don't hit me on no dumb shit. Working on a weekend like usual, way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too